Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. It's Monday, so back to the charts, and it's going to be an interesting week because we had quite the dump last week for Bitcoin, and now I feel like the camp is a little bit split. Half of it is saying we're going lower, the other half is saying that was it, now we're going higher. Strange thing is they might both be right. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Before I do, please do me a favor, like and subscribe, hit that bell. Leave me a comment or share the video with your friends if you think that's useful. Now without further ado, let's start diving into the charts. Alright guys, we are here at the BTC-USD pair for the 4 hourly, and of course this looks pretty ugly. Let's this time start off with the indicator at the bottom. We have the money flow here, which is just curving down. That's quite ugly. We just have a red dot. Momentum wave is going lower. VWAP and RSIs are pointing lower, so that just looks pretty bearish. There is a scenario that I'm looking out for, and that is that the price first goes lower before it goes higher. Why am I saying that? Because a lot of people would have stop loss underneath this low, and what you see a lot of times is that we get a swing fill pattern. We moving lower, taking the liquidity, and then going higher. That actually would be my preferred scenario, because like I said, then we're taking all the liquidity here. We will also then hit the golden pocket that we still have here, and we are then kind of retesting the red line that I hope you can see, and that is the point of control. So these are all quite close to each other, approximately 4% from here. And also in the weekend we had a slight move to the upside. Let me quickly zoom in. You can see here that we had two green candles. Not tremendously compared to the drop we had on Friday, but we went up approximately 3%. But today so far we already went down and kind of recovered the complete upwards move. So there is barely any CME gap, so that is actually pretty good. Matter of fact, I consider this as a CME gap that is filled, so no problems there. But like I said, we haven't really swooped the lows underneath this low right here, and that is actually really what I'm hoping for, because then we have grabbed a lot of liquidity, a lot of open positions will be liquidated, and that kind of rinses or cleans up the market before we are going higher. Do I think that we are going much lower? Yes, but that's on a bigger time frame. In the next couple of weeks, I do think that there is much more downside. Why? Also because said last Friday we have our trading range, which is kind of here from the value area high to this just the bottoms underneath the value area low, and then we have the point of control right in the middle. The price then usually moves between these levels, and once it lost the top here and really close to daily underneath, it is to be expected sooner or later that first the middle of the range, so the point of control ish, will be tested, kind of what we're doing right now, and then eventually the low of the range. And also I do not believe that this whole period was approximately 60 days, that in 60 days the bottom is made after a bear market, after a bull market for more than a year. You have a long accumulation phase, and I do think that we are going to maybe spike down 1 or 2 or 3 more times to approximately 19k or 18k, and then really the bottom is set. I think too many people think right now that the bottom is set, so there's too much, a little bit of hopium in the market, I feel like. But what actually, like I said, would be my preferred scenario just for today, dipping lower, grab that liquidity, take the low out here, and then going higher for the rest of the week. And then once we are retesting that value area high, so approximately at 23,400, let's say 23,100, because that's what I mentioned last Friday, and then have a turnaround again, and then really in the next couple 2, 3, 4 weeks retesting those lows. That actually would be very nice. Few things that could back up this scenario is the dollar index. My lordy, what a run has it been so far. Unbelievable. To be honest, I also really did not expect it. RSIs melted together, as you can see, sign of strength. Momentum waves are just high. Money flow curves back up again. VWAP is going higher, so maybe this goes a little bit sideways, but actually I think we're going to break this high at approximately 109-ish very soon. And when that happens, then you'll see Bitcoin going down, but also I think the S&P 500, as you can see right here, this is on the 4 hourly, we had quite the run up here from the bottom to the top. That was 19%-ish. To see a little bit of a retracement would make a lot of sense. For now, to be honest, I really consider this as a tiny relief rally within the bear market, and now that we are going down, you can see we just kind of made a top. If we are really going down, the major levels I'm looking out for is this white horizontal line, 2160. That has been tremendous support and resistance in the last year or so. You can see that we have a lot of touch points here, here, here. Here was resistance, here was resistance, so now it needs to be support. If we are going to break it, then I'm looking out for 4,000, just because that's such a nice round number. A lot of people will have buy and sell orders on that price level. Also, if I draw a line there, just right here on the 4,000, then you see that there also has been some touch points on the recent swing. So I do think that that will also give some volatility and price action so far. We do also see the money flow really now curving lower, view up lower, RSIs are pointing lower, and the momentum wave is turning lower. So I do think that we are going to see a little bit of a downwards movement, and therefore maybe also BTC will go lower to those lower ranges that I just said, approximately 19k. For today, the indices are pointing downwards quite a lot. This started off with 0.5% in the futures minus, and now it seems like we're sliding further and further and further for the S&P, the Nasdaq, and Dow Jones. Now more than 1%. No idea what is going to end up, but it looks worse by the hour, to be honest. So I'm just taking this really level by level. Another thing that I want to show you for BTC is that if we are going a little bit higher, that I might trying to short here the daily open that is approximately at 21,500-ish. But if I take the traders reality indicator out, let me zoom in a little bit. That makes it a little bit easier to see. And then I will pull a fib from the bottom to the top here. Then we have very close to the point also the golden pocket of this move up. So that will be very nice. Reaching the golden pocket, daily open, and then going lower again, respecting the daily move, which is in the red and which is going down. So that would make a lot of sense for me if we are then really dropping down towards those lows. If I'm not mistaken, 20,700 was that low that we need to take out. Yeah, exactly, 20,700, so that's this low. That would actually be very, very nice. And then just a quick spike up again, that there are buyers underneath that level. That would make a lot of sense, and that would be very, very nice. If we are really marching higher from here, then I first want to see us break the daily open, and then maybe something like a retest, and then I will jump into a long if that happens. But to be honest, right now it looks a little bit bearish, so for today I will not do that as at all. I have to say, on the hourly, money flow finally curving up a little bit around the zero line now. Momentum wave looks like it also wants to curve up a little bit, but the RSIs are pretty split, so yeah, there's not so much power you get behind. There is one other thing, of course, that a lot of people are looking at, and that was the candle of last Friday. We closed the day almost at the bottom, so there's, as you can see, there's not really a wick underneath this candle. That makes this red candle very, very bearish. We went down in total 10.2% on the day. That is pretty bad. And a lot of people will say, well, we also maybe need to recover a little bit this price. And as you can see here on the traders reality indicator, that this is a red vector candle, and that means that then the price just moves so fast that usually it will be recovered at least a little bit. So that is what I'm looking out for. And something that I also have seen is that this candle also has no wick to the upside. That is usually also seen as a little bit of a bearish sign. So what you want to see is a candle that has a wick here, and then the body in the middle, and that is like the regular, like a normal candle which you see 9 out of 10 times, but sometimes it has no candle. And what then happens is that the price shoots up, creates that candle, or another candle, of course, then and then the price goes lower again. So I would be very, very interested actually on the macro time frame to short approximately 23,100, 23,300. Those are really kind of the levels what I would be building up a short from that moment on, and then we would also recover this red vector candle, and we will put a wick on there, so that would all really come together. For now, of course, level by level, we're not there yet. That will be quite the move up still, but you're now gonna know what I'm looking out for. As I recall, no major news for now. There will be a new Fed meeting anytime soon. They will probably raise the interest rates then. I think in 3 weeks from now we have new CPI data, and Europe Central Bank will also come together to most likely raise the interest rates to above the zero. So that will be then for the first time in many years. Anyways, if you want to be updated about my trades or the prices, all the kind of good stuff in crypto, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You'll find those links in the descriptions. I update there multiple times per day, so definitely check that out so now and then. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.